Being without Karan is something we're going to have to get used to. He's having surgery on Monday morning, so he has a partially torn Achilles, and so he's going to get surgery Monday morning, and then from what the doctors say, it is a 4 to 6 month rehab, and so I'm very proud of the guys that played the way they played tonight, the way they shared the ball and rebounds, and played as a team. Well, I think the fouls definitely helped us with that. I think we did a good job of him when he was in the game, but I don't think he was really ever allowed to get much rhythm. Even though he played 24 minutes, I think it was, he played, the first stretch until he got his 2 fouls, and then after that he would play a couple minutes, not really be in rhythm, and then all of a sudden pick up his third and have to go out, come back in, play, try and find his rhythm.
Norfleet is a freshman at guard, 6'2", 165 from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Also a guard, a redshirt freshman.
How talented he is. He's killed us in the past before, so that's one of the keys that we needed to do in order to win the game, and I think it's part of the reason that we won. Yeah, I don't like to play it very much. But I think it might be something that we might have to go to at times. I think with, whether it's guys playing extended minutes, guys getting in foul trouble, whatever it would be, as long as we're active in it. My biggest fear with zone is that when guys hear zone, they think it means relax. And I thought tonight our zone was very active with hands, with communication, with movement. And when you do that, now you give somebody a different look that can kind of help you maybe change the tempo of the game. And I thought it did that for us tonight. I thought that, they were kind of in a little bit of a flow offensively. We all of a sudden went to the zone. It slowed them down, for a handful of possessions. We were able to score on those ensuing possessions and kind of create a little bit of space, and that allowed us, some of the opportunity to do that. Yeah, obviously that's something that's great, but let's see what else we can do. Let's come out Saturday and play as well as we can play. Again, we've talked about it before. We talked about it on Monday about the idea of trying to get better every time out, trying to improve, trying to attack your weaknesses, stuff that we always talk about, and the same will be the case for Saturday. It's going to be a great game. Wagner plays as hard as anybody in our league. They have, a variety of guys that can score and can do, a lot of things, and we got to play very well in order to beat them.
Andy, what stands out in your mind about the first Wagner game?
One of the things that stands out was we weren't ready to start the game. I don't think that our guys understood how different a team this Wagner team is. I don't think they understood the defensive intensity that they play with, the physicality that they play with, the way they execute their offense. And so as we talked about it in the game, leading up to that game, I thought we were kind of surprised at it when the game started, and we kind of got hit and knocked back on our heels. And we rallied, and we eventually took a lead, and then weren't able to finish the game out. But I think that was the thing that was an eye-opener for our guys about how much more improved and how much harder this Wagner team plays than some of the teams of the past 2 or 3 years.
What has Dan done so well there that's allowed
Just demand. Obviously you brought in some really good players. Lateef Rivers is a good player. Orlando Parker's a good player. Their big fella. Mang in the middle is a very good player. And so add those guys with Tyler Murray and Chris Martin and Josh Thompson and some of those guys. Now you have guys that are getting after it, and I think their coaching staff demands that they play at a high intensity level and with high urgency, and they're responding to that.
We'll get back to Karan real quick. It's been a tough season for him off the court and on the court at times. How do you think he's going to respond mentally after hearing the news that he'd be out the rest of the year?
He knew 5 days ago. He knew when he went down on the court at Monmouth. We walked out on the floor, and he was the first guy to say, it popped. He said it. He was the first guy that said it, and he responded well in that game by being a great teammate, and he responded well tonight by being a great teammate. So those are encouraging signs. He's tried to do everything he can with our training staff. It's a good sign. But I think with Kay, it's a shame for Kay because I think that he was really starting to get on track. I thought the FDU game, in terms of the details of winning, was his best performance of the year. He passed the ball well. He rebounded the ball well. He moved on offense. He was focused defensively. I mean, he shot 4 for 11, but the quality of the shots he took were great. And so I was really encouraged. And so obviously I feel terrible for him that this is the way his sophomore year ended. I hope that what he takes from it is that it's really hard to be a good player in Division I basketball. And I hope that this makes him more determined and makes him more focused on coming back stronger and tougher and better than he was before he got hurt.
Andy, you've won 5 in a row since things were not going good here. And you lose Quran, and the team goes out tonight and plays well. The team plays apparently good defense, and you win another tough game. What does that say where your team is now? 5 games.
Maybe that the light bulb's gone off. I think a lot of the things that we're saying as a coaching staff now, we were saying in October, November, December, January. And we tried to impart upon them the idea of, opportunities don't just come around every day. You don't have chances to, get games back. You only get one chance to win the game at Wagner, or to beat Central Connecticut State and have a tiebreaker, or to play Quinnipiac this regular season. And I don't know if we always understood that. And I think that now they're starting to understand that every possession is important, every game's important, and you can't allow any type of relaxation to occur. If you do, then you're going to get exposed. Thank you, Dews. Paul, you all right? You need to see the trainers?